Hare Krishna, Sukirti Madhavi, and I have come here on a popular demand from many of you because you have been asking that what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? If I want to understand Bhagavad Gita in a nutshell, what it is, what do you want to communicate, what is the message of Bhagavad Gita? So here I am bringing all of you the 5P formula, the 5 pointers of Bhagavad Gita. What are the most important 5 pointers in Bhagavad Gita? So, as we know, Bhagavad Gita spans over 18 chapters, 700 verses. So, it is not very easy, but let's see what are these 5 P's. So, here it is the 5 P's, as you can see on the top of the screen: position, perfection, problem, process, and prerequisite. Let's try and understand this one at a time. First one, position. So here I have picked up a beautiful verse from Bhagavad Gita. Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tatha dehantara praptir dhiras tatra namuhyati. So here Krishna is talking about our position. Who am I? Where am I? What am I doing here? So here Krishna is explaining that we keep changing bodies, constantly changing of the body from boyhood to youthhood to old age. And then the time of death comes and then we change another body. So dehino asmin yatha dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara. So different stages of life, we keep changing bodies. Actually, we change bodies so much that if I show you an album of your photo when you were very young, but unless your parents have told you that this is who you are, you would not recognize. We do not remember, we don't recognize because the body changes so drastically. So this is exactly what happens. And when this change of body is happening, so along with that change happens there some other miserable things, like we face different type of problems. Sometimes these problems take form of the natural calamities. There is earthquake, there is volcano eruption, there is tsunami, there is other things like COVID we are facing. So some natural calamities. At other times, we face difficulties from other fellow members. So sometimes it is relatives, sometimes it can be my in-laws, sometimes it can be my boss, sometimes it is my teacher, sometimes it is my principal, and I keep getting lot of stress because of that. So that can be a cause of worry. The third cause of worry could be my own body. So different type of problems which arises. Sometimes it is mental in nature, like stress, anxiety, panic attack. Sometimes it is more physical in nature, like sometimes we get fractures, sometimes we get fever. So all these things. So the problem with this material body which we acquire is that we get all these problems. So now the question arises that can I get out of this cycle of birth and death where I keep growing, I start dwindling, I die, and then I get another body. Sometime a body of a reptile, sometime bird, sometime tree, sometime aquatic, sometime animals, and sometimes when we are fortunate, we get this human body. So how can I stop this circle which is like continuous loop, infinite loop we are put into it? How do I get out of it? So when we inquire this and when we accept the position of Krishna, when we acquire and aspire for the love of Godhead, then we actually achieve the perfection. And that is the second P. So what is the second P? Na tad bhashayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yad gatva na nivartante Tadhama paramam mama. Krishna says 15th chapter 6th verse of Bhagavad Gita that there is this beautiful place. Now this place, natad bhashayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha. There is no sun, there is no moon or electricity. And don't think that that is a dark or gloomy place. What happens in this place is Krishna is describing as the spiritual sky. And there is no need of sunshine or moonshine or fire or electricity there because all the planets, these spiritual planets, are self-luminous. They create such effulgence. The planet itself gives so much of effulgence that there is no need of sun or moon or electricity or fire. And not only that, this particular land which Krishna describes, there are desire fulfilling trees. So any tree can fulfill any your desire. Unlike here where a mango tree gives only mango and an apple tree gives only apples, but that land that spiritual world, there are desire fulfilling trees. And Krishna says here, Yad gatvana nivartante tad dham paramam mama, which means once we reach there is no coming back. So that is perfection, that we reach there and then we do not return back. So it sounds so exciting. What are we doing here? Why are we not there? What is the problem? So that is the third P, the problem. And the problem, Krishna says, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshayaha. So Krishna says in the 8th chapter, 5th verse of Bhagavad Gita that Antakale cha mameva smaran. So one has to remember Krishna at the time of death, at Antakal, and then only we can attain that perfection. But our problem is that we are attached to so many things. We are attached to so many possessions, we are attached to so many positions, we are attached to so many people. So these people, these possessions, they actually are an hindrance. So actually the time of death is a very testing time. And when the time is testing, we remember only that person whom we are very attached to. So if I'm attached to Krishna, then I will remember Krishna at the time of death. So we have to live our life in a manner that at the time of death, we can remember Krishna. Otherwise, it is a big problem. Otherwise, we will not be able to get out of this cycle of birth and death. So what is the process? How do I remember Krishna? And that is our fourth pointer, process. So Krishna gives the process in verse 18, chapter 18, verse number 65. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vashyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. So Krishna says manmana bhava mad bhakto, which means manmana, think of me, remember me. Krishna is talking about remember him. How do we remember? When we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And when we serve Krishna, so by chanting Krishna's name and by serving Krishna, by reading sacred scriptures like Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, that is how we remember Krishna. So Krishna says, Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Second thing he is telling is, become my devotee. So perform 9 processes of devotional service, which is described in Srimad Bhagavatam, and become a devotee of Krishna. And then what is next? Madhyaji mam namaskuru, which means offer obeisances to me, offer respects to me. Mame veshyasi satyam te pratijane priyo asime. So Krishna says pratijane, this way Arjuna is dear to Krishna, and if we work like this, then we also become dear to Krishna. And when we become dear to Krishna, then Krishna says that we do not have to fear about anything. So Krishna will take care of everything for those devotees who do this. So that is what man mana bhava mad bhakto. So essentially, the process is that we think about Krishna and act for Krishna. Good. So we are all ready. And what is the prerequisite? So the prerequisite to do this is Evam parampara praptam emam rajarishayo viduhu sakalene hamahata yogo nashta parantapa. So Krishna tells in the 4th chapter, 2nd verse, Evam parampara praptam. So we must identify a spiritual master who comes in a bona fide Guru Shishya Parampara, who comes in the disciplic succession. So we catch hold of such a spiritual master, we surrender to him, we serve him nicely, and that spiritual master can show us the way to go to Krishna. He can tell us the process. So the process of going back to Krishna is not dependent on our whims and fancies. The process completely is described by Krishna, and this process travels in the disciplic succession. So when we get a spiritual master, that is when my journey begins. So these are the 5 P's actually, the 5 P's formula. Position, as in I am a soul. Perfection is love for Krishna. Problem is death, the final exam, and how do I remember Krishna at the time of death? Process is devotional service, and prerequisite for devotional service is finding a spiritual master. So this is how we understand Bhagavad Gita in a nutshell. And to understand more, we are coming up with a course called Gita Made Easy. So there we would be covering all the 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita in 18 sessions, very simple form. So what you have to do for that is visit us at studygita.com and register there for the course. The course starts on 18th of June. So please join us, and looking forward to see all of you. Taking your leave, Sukirti Madhavi. Here is my mail ID. In case of any correspondence, you can write back to me. Also, we would be delighted to read your comments. So if you have any such question, kindly leave it in the comment section here, and we will come up with more such informative videos. So thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.